What's up, you guys? So in today's video, what I have for y'all are going to be 10 of the best pickups from places like TJ Maxx, Bealls, Burlington, just your general rack stores. But these are 10 of the best pickups from this year from those stores, just in case you're doing some last minute shopping for somebody for Christmas and you happen to be out at one of these stores. But what you will also see are going to be a lot of men's products like hair products, body washes, soaps. And what I want to share with you guys also is something so that you don't have to go out and buy a 6-month-old bar of soap to put in your stocking. To avoid that, I'm gonna share with you guys this from Black Wolf. From what I've seen online, they make great products. They have great marketing. Honestly, give the guy a raise. I mean, I'm gonna put up some stuff here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. They know what they're doing in terms of that. And in case whatever's in here interests you, you can use code BW15 for 15% off your order. Because I know a lot of you guys need it because a lot of you guys stink. Seriously guys, before you go out there and pick up any fragrances, make sure that you go out and get your cleaning products like your body washes, but it comes in this bag, so I'm not quite sure what is in here exactly. So with great power comes a little bit of responsibility. Okay, so on the back here you'll see where it says how to use the products, but let's go ahead and get into it. So in here what we have is going to be a face wash and a facial moisturizer. But they do have a bunch more products here, guys, as you can see, and you go on the website and pick out which ones you want. Again, do not forget to use the code BW15. Now, into the list. And what we have here first, guys, is gonna be a Zara Fun. Now this is gonna be a great spring, summer, out of the shower kind of fragrance. It's definitely not a super serious fragrance. I mean, hence the name Fun. But if you're looking for an orange, soapy scent, one that, like I said, it's gonna be best for out of the shower, I suggest going with a Zara Fun. Now, cool thing about this fragrance is that most of these fragrances like this, kind of fresh out of the showers, a lot of the time they are EDC concentration. This one is an EDT. So the protection on this is gonna be okay. I get like 3 to 4 hours out of this scent. The orange at opening is very bright and inviting, but then it dries down to be much more heavy musk kind of scent. And it definitely leans a bit unisex too. So if your girls want something, you know, some kind of fun fragrance, here you go. I picked this up at Ross's for, I believe, around 20 bucks. And now number 9 on this list is gonna be one that's also gonna be great for after the shower, but there's a bit more depth to it, a bit more oomph behind it. Number 9 is gonna be much easier to be worn as like a signature scent versus something that you're just gonna throw on after a shower. This is gonna be a very citrus heavy, woodsy fragrance. You get violet leaves, bergamot, vetiver. But with that, you're gonna get Zenga Uomo. And one of the main things I like about this fragrance is going to be the bottle design. It's very sleek. It's almost kind of like futuristic to me. This is what I reach for if you're in the store looking for something that's going to be like a sweet masculine scent. And for it being a cheap, you know, rack store kind of fragrance, this is very impressive. And now this is one that I found for about 15 bucks. Again, you guys, that is the Zenga Uomo. Now from here going forward, the scents are going to be a bit more dense and have a bit more character behind them. Which brings me to number 8. Number 8 is going to be one of my favorite leather fragrances in my collection right now. It's just high quality, it smells amazing, and can be found for a very affordable price. But I'd only pick it up if you find it on a sale or at a rack store. Number 8 is gonna be Leather Reserve by Banana Republic. Yo, this entire line from Banana Republic is very impressive. This one does not miss any kind of mark. It's quality, it's nothing in it is synthetic to me. There's no loud opening of alcohol in the opening. It's just a very, very well-rounded leather fragrance. Now, it's not gonna be your compliment magnet by any means. It's one that I showed to a few people, and they did not feel that kind of way about it. So if you're either looking for something that's gonna, pull in people's attention, it's not one that I'll go for. But if you're buying a fragrance for somebody who likes to wear leather jackets and such, and just kind of more of a rugged personality, here you go. Again, guys, this is a leather heavy. There's some citrus notes that are in there as well, but primarily a leather fragrance. Again, you guys, that is Leather Reserve by Banana Republic. All right, so next what I have here is also gonna be from the house of Banana Republic. It's gonna be one of their more recent releases, but not just that, it's also one of their takes on Creed Aventus, or so they say. To me, I get more of like a scent of peace kind of scent out of it than I do really with Aventus. But even then, that's still stemming from Aventus. That fragrance, guys, is gonna be Black Walnut Legend. So it's good, guys. It's okay. It's definitely a cheaper alternative to Creed Aventus. It performs okay. It smells like an Aventus clone. The opening can be a bit, it's not quite pineapple heavy. It's not gonna be something that's gonna, pull in the people's attention from the pineapple. It's gonna be maybe like a black currant that's there. It's gonna be a bit darker in the opening, but while still being kind of bright. But if you can find this for about 20 to 30 bucks, it is gonna be a deal. One bad thing I found about this fragrance, guys, is that the cap is just annoyingly cheap. If you know anything about me, I don't like recent fragrances that, one, are hard to hold on to, two, have cheap presentations. This one doesn't have the best, but the scent's okay. And when I run out of Mont Blanc Explorer, this one we'll go for. And next what we have here is going to be one of the newer releases from the Abercrombie & Fitch First Instinct line. It is going to be one of their best received fragrances, I would say. It's impressive, it's sweet, it's compared to things like Invictus Aqua, and also is a very highly complimented fragrance. In the opening, you get that fresh, brisk pineapple that's followed by some sweet nuances that kind of go throughout the entirety of the wear. With that, what you're gonna get is gonna be First Instinct Together. One main thing that I enjoy about this fragrance is gonna be the bottle design. It's nice, blue, it's eye-catching, and it's fun to wear. This is a fantastic after gym scent. Like I said, this is a 2020 release of this fragrance that can still be found at rack stores. So if you do see it out there in the wild, this is one that I was just picking up. It would make a fantastic stocking stuffer. And now we're gonna get to the heavy hitters here, guys. The next one we have for you guys is gonna be an aromatic woody citrus scent. One that I don't see really mentioned enough here on YouTube, I think. Next one we have here, guys, is gonna be Vince Camuto Homme. So one of the main things I like about this is gonna be the presentation. It's like covered in like a fake leather here. The bottle design is real cool. I think if you were to get somebody this, I think it's pretty neat just based off the bottle design itself. But this has top notes of gin, lemon, and azotic notes, with mid notes of juniper berries, lavender, cypress, and fennel, and base notes of birch, cedar, and musk. And that also gives you great, fresh, clean scent. Oof, strong atomizer. But the opening is so bright and brisk. It's very, fresh. This is gonna be a hard one for really anyone to dislike. No notes that are in it that are really like super synthetic, and nothing in it's gonna be super challenging. It's just a very inviting, clean scent. One that has worked very well for me in the hospital. Again, guys, that is Vince Camuto Homme. Now the next fragrance I have here is gonna be one that kind of impressed me when I saw it out and about. One, because I've been meaning to pick it up. Two, because I've heard about how highly spoken it was about, how highly confident it was. And it kind of turned out to live up to that hype. So far, I've really enjoyed wearing it on mornings where it's like really cold out. Either that or I'm leaving work to go home and it's kind of cold. This is definitely one that pairs very well with the colder weather. That fragrance is gonna be Boss Bottled Intense. A couple of the main notes that you're gonna see with this is gonna be cinnamon and apple. But along with that, you're gonna have certain citruses, certain nuances that make it a bit sweeter and a bit more sensual in the dry down. With very, nice performance. This is one that you're gonna think is gonna be worn off, but then you're gonna walk through a door and get a whiff of it like 6 hours into wearing it, and it's still gonna be going pretty strong. And is tenfold better than the original Boss Bottled. Again, guys, that is Boss Bottled Intense. Now, next is gonna be a flanker of a fragrance that I should have gotten a long time ago, but I kind of waited on it until basically I saw it at a rack store and kind of pulled the reviews while I was sitting there waiting for it and picked this one up. This is one that kind of has fallen back in my collection, but when I saw it, I'm like, oh, why am I not wearing this? That fragrance is gonna be Chrome Pure by Zara, which is significantly better than the Chrome Extreme that came out this year. You have notes like mandarin orange, bergamot, you have water notes, your alaka wood, you have orange blossom, tonka bean, mate, white musk, and cedar. It's a very interesting scent here, guys. When I first smelled it, it was like a plasticky scent, I think. It's kind of a plasticky kind of scent right in the opening. But that plastic scent really does dial back, and the more fruity nuances and the aquatic notes kind of start to shine a little bit. And along with that, in the dry down, the tonka bean really blends really well with citruses, which made this a very sweet fragrance in the dry down as well. And this one right here, picked up for about $9 when I found it. Absolute steal if you ask me. Again, you guys, that is Chrome Pure by Zara. Now these last two are gonna be the heaviest hitters of fragrances that I picked up this year at rack stores. Number 2 is gonna be a discontinued gem that if you see it, pick it up. I have a few backup bottles at this point. This is one that I originally bought back in 2019, but each time I've gone back and it's been there, I picked it up and bought it. It's gonna be the discontinued fragrance that is Loom Ideal Cologne. Like I said, if you see this out in rack stores, do not forget to pick it up, because once it's gone to eBay, where they will charge you like a lot of money for this fragrance when it doesn't need to be that pricey. Where right now you can probably find it for about 30 bucks. They're gonna be charging you $60 to $80 within 6 to 8 months. It's sweet, it's citrusy, it has almond in it. It's the best from this line that I've tried. Again, guys, that is Loom Ideal Cologne from Cologne. Now, number 1 here, I've seen twice at rack stores, and I bought it the first time I saw it. A lot of you guys are gonna know what it is. If you know what it is, go ahead and comment down below. You'll get a cookie or something at some point. It's smoky, it's pineapple-y, there's birch in it. There's a lot of flankers to it, but flankers of the same fragrance, batch code stuff. Anyways, that fragrance is gonna be Creed Aventus. Yes, I found this at a rack store. This is not the bottle, this for example, is I flipped that one, I made that money, but this is the one that I bought a while back. This is not the one that I found there. This is not the one that I paid $1.99 for, but they are out there. So if you do go out there, you do happen to be looking for Aventus, they do pop up every now and then. Like I said, I've seen them twice, 2 separate bottles. Same batch, they're both 16 LO1. So if you're out there hunting the dream, they're gonna find a Creed Aventus out there, it is possible. Even if your rack store has like only 5 David Off cool waters and like a curve, it might pop up, you never know. But again, guys, those are the 10 best TJ Maxx pickups from this year. But before we go, I wanna hear yours. I wanna hear what your best pickup from this year was. Did you happen to top my Creed Ventus? If you did, be sure to brag down below. But guys, like I always say, keep it gent, and I'll see you all next time.